All right, everyone, it's time for the Monday meal. We are making a Southern grit casserole. We have put 2 cups in there with 6 cups of water. The water came to a boil, and this is from the All Recipes Dinner Spinner app. And let me say, there are a lot of points in the reviews that I am following. A lot of changes to this recipe. So I am going to do the changes, but the original recipe will be linked below. So 2 cups of these guys in there into 6 cups of boiling water. And then what they told me to do in the reviews is salt and pepper the boiling water before you put the grits in. So we've put salt and pepper in the water before the grits went in. I've reduced the temperature, and you're supposed to cover it and let it simmer for 5 minutes or until all the water is gone. So that's what we're gonna do. But remember, the most important thing is to salt and pepper, season your water while it is boiling before you put these guys in. All right? Okay, the grits are cooked, and now we are adding in half of the butter. So the butter is half a cup, so this is 1/4 of a cup or 4 tablespoons of butter. And then we're putting in a can of diced green chilies because that is what the reviewer said to do to give it more flavor. And then also we're putting in 2 cups of cheese. We're gonna do 4 cups of cheese total instead of 3, which is what the recipe says. Again, another thing the reviewer said. So the butter we're using is our Country Crock plant-based butter. And then we're using Follow Your Heart cheddar cheese that's non-dairy. And then the other cup is cheddar from So Delicious dairy-free plant-based shreds. So 2 cups of that in there. We're gonna stir this all together and let it melt, let the cheese melt. And then right now I've got the savory turkey sausage patties cooking along with some onion, another thing a reviewer suggested, in a skillet here to brown this up, and then it's gonna be added to that. Okay, so now we're supposed to whisk in a bowl. So that's 12 eggs, and we're using just vegan eggs because we're allergic to eggs. And then milk, so we're using oat milk. The reviewer said don't do as many eggs as it says because it's too eggy. So we're doing, I think 7 is what I got out of this. So 7 eggs, some people say 8, some people say 5, so it's up to you. And then 1/4 of a cup milk instead of 1/2 of a cup because you're doing less eggs. So you beat that, and then you pour it into a skillet so that they can scramble lightly. And then we're gonna pour it into the grits once they're scrambled up. In the meantime, we put our sausage and our onion in the grits, and we also added a teaspoon of garlic, another suggestion by a reviewer to give it more flavor. And so we're gonna stir those into the grits as well. So once this is all scrambled up, I will show you what it looks like once all right, our eggs are scrambled. I also added a can of green chilies to the egg mixture as well. Another reviewer suggested putting 1 in the grits and 1 in this. So we did. They're scrambled up, and then we have added 2 more cups of cheese to the grits mixture and the other 1/4 of a cup of butter, plant-based butter in there. So the rest of the Country Crock plant-based butter and 2 more cups of So Delicious dairy-free plant-based cheddar shreds. So we're gonna mix this all up. We're gonna take our scrambled eggs here and put it inside this mixture. Then we're gonna take all of it and put it into the slow cooker. So we're using the Instapot on the slow cooker function on low. So the middle light is low when you use the slow cook function. And it said you could leave it in there for hours on low instead of putting it in the oven for 30 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do instead. And then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, we have the mixture in the slow cooker, and we've set it for 5.5 hours or so on low, which is the middle light, slow cook function on your Instapot. Other important thing to know about an Instapot when you have it in slow cooker mode is that you do not want it on sealing, you want it on venting. Do not seal it when it's in slow cooker mode, put it on venting. All right, it's gonna sit, and I'll show you the finished product when I come back. All right, guys, it's been about, I don't know, 5 hours or so since I put this in here, maybe 4.5. And I put it on low on the slow cook function, and it's totally done. Look at it. It's like a casserole, but I didn't have to put it in the oven. And it cooked while I was away. So this is our Southern Grits Casserole. So excited for it. It's allergy friendly, and the link to the All Recipes Dinner Spinner app original recipe will be in here. But remember, the reviewers and I changed a lot about this dish to make it to where it looks amazing now. So be sure and watch this video to see what I changed and which pieces of the reviews I took. And remember, in that app, when you have a recipe, you can just scroll down to the bottom, read the reviews, and figure out what you want to do when you're making the recipe. Thanks so much. Happy Monday. Bye.